Hey everyone, Anthony Scott here at ToyHypeUSA.com. Today we are taking a look at Mattel's newly released Masters of the Universe Origins Night Stalker figure, which is inspired from his 1985 toy release. He is exclusively available on Mattel Creations, where I purchased him from, and he is packaged in this beautiful box here with some fantastic artwork. You have Skeletor, Battle Armor He-Man, Mechanic, and Snake Mountain in the background there. And of course, Skeletor is riding Night Stalker. Here is a look at the top, showcasing Skeletor and Night Stalker. On the bottom here, it specifies that for the base, this is a one-time assembly. So once you plug it in, apparently that's it. You won't be able to take it apart, put it back in the box, which is unfortunate, but it's the way that they designed the figure. And the back of the box has some more great artwork here with Skeletor, with Night Stalker, and Snake Mountain. On the sides, just some very basic artwork. And here's a look at the other side. Here I opened up the side, and on the inside flap it says replace with second helmet. So he comes with two helmets. Here is a look at Night Stalker inside the plastic tray. Obviously, this is not the same packaging as Stridor, which was offered a few years ago. The horse for Fisto. Night Stalker is an exclusive, so he's going to get different packaging. So that is why the packaging between the two figures are different. I'm going to open them up now, and let's take a closer look. Here is your in-hand look at Night Stalker, inspired from his 1985 figure release from Mattel. He is given the updated origin style as well as articulation. So if you're familiar with the retro Night Stalker as well as the new one, you're going to be familiar with the upgraded articulation that the Origins figures have been given. He is a repaint of Stridor, which is the heroic mechanical horse that Mattel offered a few years ago in this line. So as far as the sculpt, I think you guys will be very aware of what's going on with that. He does, however, come with some new parts, and we're going to be checking that out in this review. Here is a look at all of the sides. You see all the great sculpting and attention to detail, just as Stridor had. And now that carries over into Night Stalker, as again, he is a repaint. He is repainted in black plastic with some metallic gold. He's also given some more printed labels, which you see on the front here, which is something that Stridor did not have. And you see the printed labels right here on the sides. And right in the cockpit here, he has some additional printed labels on the sides. But he also has this little computer, which you see right there. And here is a look at the other side of that. On the back, he has this rear blaster, which can swivel. Doesn't move up and down, it can just swivel, which is pretty neat. These blasters here, they plug into the sides, and you can move these up and down. However, they might tend to fall off, so just be aware of that. Be extra careful. The mouth is on a hinge joint, so you can open and close that and remove the hurdle or the harness that comes with a piece for him to hold on to in the mouth, as well as handles on it for figures. Facial details, very nicely done. Let's take a closer look here. Here's a closer look at the head sculpt, and as well as the other side. As far as his articulation goes, it is standard as for the Origins line. And since he's a repaint of Stridor, I think you guys would know what to expect as far as that. Multiple points of articulation right on the neck here, as well as the head. Again, he has a hinged jaw. These can swivel up and down, but I don't know if I would call that a point of articulation, as they just basically plugged into the figure. This back part here can swivel. The tail can also swivel as shown. This is made of a softer plastic, by the way. And the legs are on multiple hinge joints. You have it at the hip, you have it at the knees, and you have it at the ankles. So this includes 3 points of articulation for each leg. Here is a look at all of the accessories he comes with. In the beginning of the video, I specified that, well, when I was checking out the packaging, I should say, when this piece is put on the base, it cannot be removed, and that is the case. So just be aware of that. You're not going to be able to put this back in the box. This acrylic stand is where Night Stalker can be plugged into, so you can pose him in various different ways with 2 legs up in the air, things like that. He comes with 3 missiles that can be plugged into the blasters, and he comes with an interchangeable mask. Here is a look at the interchangeable mask. This covers more of the head sculpt, as this is a larger piece, and it is cast in purple plastic. It also includes a big black horn right there on top. Here's a look at it from all the sides, and here is a look at the other side. Here is a look at Night Stalker in one of those poses that I mentioned when he stands on the base, and the acrylic stand can be plugged into the bottom there. He is standing on his 2 hind legs with his 2 front legs sticking up. Here I went ahead and put the harness piece back in his mouth. He can't hold it with both hands as the string is not long enough. It can just be moved to one side or the other as far as the length. So here is a closer look at that. Skeletor is in the cockpit and he's holding onto the handle, which you see here. Here is a look at the other side. I swapped out the hands. He is now holding onto the staff as well as the handle on the other side. Here is a look at Night Stalker with the blast effects attached to the blasters. These just simply plug in, and there are 3 of them. All 3 are identical. 2 in the front, 1 in the back, and here is a look at that with all sides. Here is a look at Jitsu inside the cockpit. The Night Stalker is actually meant for him, so that's why I went ahead and put him in the cockpit there. Here is a look at all sides. He can hold his sword, as you can see here. Here is a look at Night Stalker along with Stridor. Here is a comparison of the other side. Notice the differences in deco as well as the printed labels. Here is a comparison of the front of both the figures. And here is a look at the back. Notice that Stridor has a printed label on the back of the seat, while Night Stalker does not. However, Night Stalker does have more labels, as I specified earlier, such as on the side here, as well as on the front. Overall, Night Stridor is a great figure. I highly recommend you guys pick him up now at Mattel Creations. He is definitely long overdue for this line, so I definitely think you guys are going to love him. He's definitely an upgrade from Stridor with all of the additional parts and everything. I am Anthony Scott at ToyHypeUSA.com. Thank you for watching this video. Please support the website by purchasing off our sponsors. There's a number of stores listed on the website that offers additional figures such as Stridor. I think Jitsu and Fistu are long sold out, but additional figures are available. Thanks again for watching this video, and stay tuned for more news and reviews.